Next year, we'll be celebrating South Arts anniversary and its impact and mission to advance Southern vitality through the arts. So Doug, it's a true joy and pleasure to welcome you as our new president and CEO as we look towards our new chapter. You know, leadership comes in so many forms and so many styles. Tell me a little bit about your approach to leadership.
You know, I grew up playing basketball and I was a point guard, and so I was somebody who enjoyed somebody else scoring as much as scoring myself, and really took a lot of time to understand how others performed best, how they could succeed. And that's how I show up as a leader. I'm the one who's trying to break down the barriers so that other people can succeed.
Well, Doug, you're from Arkansas, a son of the South. Tell me, how has the South shaped you?
So I grew up in a rural community, and that was idyllic in the lakes and rivers and forests. I moved to Atlanta to go to Emory University, got very enmeshed in Atlanta's unique role as the home of civil rights. After that, helping build an institution that tells the story of American civil rights history. I've been a leader in the arts in the South, and so in so many ways, the South has not only shaped me, but has given me opportunities to explore how it works, the uniqueness of the region, how the people of the region see it, both past and future. And so to me, I am very much a Southerner, but also one who appreciates that it is always an evolving place, always a place that is changing and that is working towards something better if we're all working to make it better.
Well, Doug, you've already led a major arts and cultural organization, and now you find yourself here at South Arts. But I'd love to hear more about maybe your personal connections to the arts or creative space.
Oh, you know, it goes all the way back. My grandmother was a quilter. I remember her making quilts at our church. My dad was a gospel singer. My brother was a professional musician. And so for me, there are so many different ways in which memories that I have at all stages of my life relate to artistic endeavors, artistic moments, or people that I love being artists.
Well, now you're here with us at South Arts, but you've had an amazing career, Doug. Tell me a little bit about your journey.
You know, I've had such an interesting journey because it's taken various turns. I started in the private sector, and then I ended up in management consulting. Then I was picked to do a 10-week project that turned into 10 years of leading the National Center for Civil and Human Rights from idea to groundbreaking to opening and purchasing the Martin Luther King Jr. papers. Then I went back to the private sector for a while, and then I was tapped to lead the Woodruff Art Center, which is the third largest art center in the country. And on the same campus is a huge arts museum, Alliance Theater, and the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra. So an incredible experience. And then I decided to run for office. So I ran as a first-time candidate and ended up winning to be Atlanta City Council president. So I've been in the private sector, I've been in the public sector, I've been in the nonprofit space, and hopefully I'll bring all of those things to bear in great ways at South Arts.
I've got one for you here. My Southern origin story in 3 beats.
Grew up in a rural place with music all around. Got to build a place that talked about the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. and the civil rights movement in the South. Got to be a public official in one of the most vibrant cities that's a regional leader in the South.
What inspires you about the arts in the South?
You know, when I think about arts in the South, I think about so many different types of people, so many places, so many different disciplines. And I think that South Arts mission statement really encapsulates that, right? Advancing Southern vitality through the arts. That vitality. That's what I think of when I think about arts in the South. It's vital and it's alive and it's moving. That's what really excites me.
You know, South Arts plays a multitude of roles in the ecosystem. You know, we're a resource provider, but we're also a champion, a communicator, a catalyst for things. But there's also one other role that I think is so critical, and that's as a convener. Tell me more about how you see we play in that space.
Yeah, I think South Arts sits in such a unique position because it's not only regional, but it's cross-disciplinary, and it also works with public, civic, nonprofit players. And so our ability to creatively spot trends, to understand where something's happening in one place that hasn't yet been discovered in another, where an organization or an artist might be on a similar journey but in a different stage. I think South Arts' ability to see that and then convene folks where there can be cross-pollination, where there can be new ideas that come together, is really an important role that we should play and one that we should continue to lean into in all kinds of ways.
All right, Doug, I got some quick hits for you. What's your favorite Atlanta sports team?
Oh, Atlanta United, big soccer fan.
Mountains or beach?
Mountains, built for the cold.
Nice, nice. Karaoke song?
Small Town by John Mellencamp.
Oh. Holidays are approaching, but we're in the South, so I want your favorite Southern dish.
A good North Carolina trout over grits and with a little greens on the side.
When you're not at home, give me a Southern sound that you love.
A hot July night, the sound of cicadas. That's the quintessential Southern sound.
Give me a non-negotiable daily ritual.
Well, every day I challenge myself with a few of the New York Times daily puzzles. And if it's going to be a good day or a bad day depends on how well I do in the morning.
That's me with the New Yorker. I've got to fill in the cartoon.
There you go.
We keep talking about 2026, the 50th anniversary. It's such a pivotal moment in our evolution as an organization. What excites you? What's making you optimistic about the next chapter for South Arts?
I think the South now has urban and rural. It has so many different cultures in it. My optimism really flows from we have such an expanse of different kinds of voices. And we have technology that allows those voices to be seen in all kinds of places, whether they're here or whether they're national or international. So to me, it's the vibrancy of the voices combined with the reach that technology now gives us, gives me a lot of optimism that the South can have an even bigger role and an even bigger influence when it comes to creativity in all kinds of ways.